the other problem is, and this is a very common problem, a lot of people feel very stiff around their legs, around their hamstring, because they sit so much. They're sitting all day. So what's the best thing to do for those people? And even a lot of, and I want to talk to you about that as well, a lot of things that we can do. It doesn't have to be, in a secluded place with a yoga mat. Some common things that you can do even in your office space.
Makes sense.
Yes.
All right, so basically what happens when you're sitting is, firstly, you're not sitting right.
Yeah.
And that's just not everyone, that's me also, because when you're working, you're engrossed, you slouch, and then you try and reach out.
Right.
So your hands are here, usually when you're typing, and especially if you're working on a desktop. Your hands are here, you're moving. Now this whole area gets jammed, so you get a neck pain. You don't even know you have a neck pain mostly, because you think something is just stuck.
Yes.
And also what happens is when you sit wrong, which is possibly like arched like this or slumped like this, then your entire hip flexor right here gets very tight. So to open that up, you can do multiple poses. I'm going to tell the basic easy ones, which are great for posture correction.
Right.
So starting from Marjariasana, and this is a must if you want to get a good posture. So this is a must that you would do. Your hands are right under your armpits, your knees are about shoulder width apart, and knees are right over the hips.
Okay.
From here, you will start in a regular position, which is your back and your neck in one straight line. From here, inhale. You lift your tailbone up, look up towards the ceiling. And really push your belly down.
Right.
And as you will exhale, you'll pull the belly in, tuck your tailbone in, and chin to your throat.
Tuck it in as much as possible.
Tuck it as much as possible. So it's basically you really pull your tailbone in, pull the navel in, and chin to your throat. You also make a bandha.
Right.
Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up.
This actually is something that I do regularly, and it really helps with my lower back pain.
Of course, because it opens all of your body parts. And come back to the center. You can do about 10 rounds of these. I like to do these right in the morning because a lot of people say they feel very stiff when they wake up. And that's probably because of the lower back.
Yes.
And then what you can do is simple stretches. Now, these are stretches you don't need a yoga mat. So most of these things you don't need a yoga mat because life gets real sometimes. So
and also paucity of time. I think a lot of people say that, where is the time? So I think it's important to stress upon the fact that a couple of these asanas can be done in just about 10-15 minutes.
Even
you
less.
don't require anything more than that, isn't it?
Even less. I would say start with 5 minutes.
Yes.
When your goal is 5 minutes, you will be able to build it to 15.
Right.
But when you start from 15 minutes, you will never be able to reach that.
Okay.
So start with
small.
5. Start small. Just do it regularly.
Right.
So again, to open up your back, lower back, and also get any tightness off, what you can do is you can take one leg straight, the other leg bent, and just do a spinal twist. So place the opposite hand on the knee and twist and look back. Now make sure your chest is up and open, so your diaphragm is open, you're breathing, and look back. Again, these are very easy poses, so you really don't have to be very careful. All you have to be careful is you don't do anything with a jerk. Yoga is not done with a sudden movement.
Right.
It's done slowly with your breath. So make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath. And let's do the other side, opposite side. Twist. And come back to the center. Now again, if you don't feel like stretching your legs also, there is another variation that you can do. So our idea is to twist the spine.
Right.
The more movement you have in your body, the more open up pathways for your oxygen to flow, blood to flow.
Right.
So if you're sitting in Sukhasana, which is basic cross-legged, just place one hand and just twist back.
Okay.
So you can do this in your bed.
So for what about those people who can't cross their legs? Like for example me.
So for that, I told you the straight one, right? So then you try this one.
Right.
So the idea is to twist your back. You can keep one leg straight and then twist also.
Right.
You can make the asana deeper, but the point is to start. So once you start, it becomes easier to enjoy the practice.
True.
If the practice is so difficult, then it becomes difficult to even start.
Yes.
Okay, and the next one for the posture, which I love doing, is during your day, as you said, if you're taking breaks, then how do you do something on your chair? So now here you can be on a chair and you can take small breaks just to cross your hands into the eagle hands.
Okay.
And once you do that, it relaxes your wrist, which is constantly typing,
Right.
either on your phone or your desktop or whatever your equipment is. So you release your hands.
I'm also feeling a stretch on my shoulders.
Yes, so it
Right,
also
yeah.
releases the tightness in the shoulders, because some people also sit like this,
Yes.
which is your shoulders up to the ears.
Right.
So now it pushes it down, and now this really stretches all parts of your upper body. Let's do the other side. So these are small breaks you can do, and now if you're scared that people are watching you and you don't want to look like this, then for that also you have another way of doing it, which is on your table. If you have, we'll do it on the floor right now, but if there is a table in front, place the hands there and just stretch. So on the floor it'll look like this.
This again kind of releases your upper back, right?
It releases the upper back, it releases the tension in the neck, it also helps with the arms and everything.
These are pictures, in fact, to tell our viewers coming in of ITBP Jawans, in fact, doing yoga right now. Remember, all over the country, not just all over the country, but all over the world, International Yoga Day is being commemorated. 7,000 people are participants, along with the Prime Minister, at the Dal Lake today.